Hey everyone, hi, Marcia Grace here, your modern meditation mentor. And how do you like my t-shirt? Let me step back a little bit so you can kind of see it. And I'll turn around. This is back. Do you know how old this shirt is? It must be 35 years old, maybe. It's getting a little yellow, and maybe you can't tell. But I sewed this thing on, decal, I don't know what you want to call it, many years ago when my kids were little, because I enjoyed sewing. That was like a thing that I could just get into, get my mind absorbed in, and do in the evenings when I was relaxing after the kids were in bed. So it's probably older than 35 years. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm starting this today because I'm giving you a little pep talk. And the reason is that it is absolutely essential for us to have fun. As business owners, as working people, we're working so hard. We're, trying to maintain our families and our homes and our businesses and all that good stuff. And it's exhausting, and it's also wearing, okay? And it's all important. I'm not suggesting we should give up our businesses and just have fun, because that may not work. But I am suggesting that having fun is an essential part of, or should be an essential part of our daily routine. Maybe not daily in the sense that I'm going to talk about some other ideas, but certainly, why not? I mean, it's simple to go take a walk and just get outside, right? That's fun, right? And you can do that every day. I try to. Don't always succeed, but then, maybe I do some other things. So there's lots and lots and lots of ways to have fun. I am certainly not here to tell anybody how to do that, because, we're all different. We all have different ways of experiencing ourselves, having fun. But you know what? I wanted to show you too. So when I was telling you about how I did my sewing, so I did a lot of different kinds of needlework. So here's something that I made for my daughter. So this is definitely 35 years old. Raggedy Ann and Andy. It's all sorts of needlework, different things, and little googly eyes on the kids. So that's one of the things I did. And then this one again was a sampler that I started when I took a class. And this is really this pillow is kind of old and worn, but it's it turned out kind of nice, so I saved it. So anyway, so those are the kind of things, and I did many other things. Don't do it anymore because I have other things that I enjoy doing now. So again, it's about finding what works for you at any given time. Now, of course, it's summer, right? So it's vacation time. Kids are off from school. Maybe you're a parent or a grandparent, and this is the perfect time. Hopefully, you're not experiencing something else, but hopefully it's a good time for you to find a space somewhere, a little space, whether it's a day or a few days, or maybe more. If you're lucky, you can get a weekend and do something with your family that's fun. Find something. I know depending on the kids' ages, it can be a little bit of a challenge. I know right now I have teenagers and I have 10-year-olds, so it's kind of a little hard to get something that everybody's going to enjoy. But it's possible. In fact, it's easy if you just give it a little bit of an effort. So that's, and the reason I mention this is because if you look at my Facebook page, you will see pictures of the trip, the staycation day that my family, my son, daughter, and their kids, we all went to Fire Island, Ocean Beach, which is a great little place to go. The ferry leaves from Bayshore on the south shore of Long Island and goes across for about 20 minutes to our barrier beach, which is called Fire Island. And It's an adorable little town with all kinds of little shops and restaurants galore, and of course the beach scene and the adorable houses and the way people have decorated things. It's just a really fun thing to do with the whole family. So I heartily recommend that if you can do it. And there are other places to go on Fire Island, but that's really, I think, the most lively place to check out. So anyway, so we did that yesterday and just had a wonderful, wonderful day on the beach. So check out my pictures. And I'm mentioning staycations too, because maybe we don't have the time to go away for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, but we do have time to plan something for a day. And there are so many things that you can do. I know here on Long Island, my God, there are endless things to do because we're a beach community to begin with. So just going to the beach is like a wonderful experience. But also museums and just fun places for the kids. You know, there's all kind of jump places and climbing and outdoor. You know, it's just zoos and there's there's farms. You know, it's just so much stuff to do. If you're an adult, which I would assume most of us listening to this are, wine country on the north shore of Long Island is fantastic for those who like to stop, you know, drive along a beautiful road and stop at farm stands, pick up flowers, pick up fruits and vegetables, stop at a winery and listen to music. Just so much great stuff to do. I sound like a tour director at this point, don't I? Anyway, that's not my point here. Is that I want you to experience time off, just separate time. We should have spiritual time, and I recommend that every single day, preferably first thing in the morning. Spiritual time, deep time for recognition, you know, of your higher self, but then also fun time is work time, right? Of course, that's, you know, a given. So there's the work time, but then the fun time is so important because you are giving yourself an opportunity to lighten up. You know, I mean, here I'm putting on this kid's shirt, right? And it's just a lot of fun because we need to be kids. We need to be kid-like at times. And just, what is a kid like? I mean, most kids, you know, I'm talking about from the positive point of view, most kids are very spontaneous. They're very free in their expression. You know, they see something, they run toward it, right? And they don't care if there's a street in the way. You got to watch those little ones. But you know, they're excited. They're exuberant. They're always looking. You know, what's around. They're observant. My granddaughter sees everything. She notices everything and doesn't stop, you know, for 1 second to tell me. I mean, she'll tell me exactly what's on her mind, which I just love her so much for. So that's my point, because it affects our health. When you give yourself just even a little bit of time, whether it's a little bit of time each day, a little bit, or take that staycation or that vacation somewhere with family, friends, whoever, you know, you're in contact with, you're helping your health, your physical health, because when we're happy, when we're doing something that's joyful and peaceful and brings us satisfaction, you got all those good hormones running through your body, you know, and that is so exceptionally wonderful, keeping us young and vibrant and vigorous, especially as we get older. And so it affects your physical health, but it also affects your mental health. And, you know, that's my primary focus, because I think if you're mentally in good shape, everything else is gonna fall into place too. So you're mentally, and then there's also that, again, that spiritual, you know, tripartite is what we are. We're body, mind, and spirit, and so we need to take care of all of those things in order to be a peaceful, calm, creative, joyful individual, right? So, okay. What else do I want to say? And I do want to bring up, if you are experiencing some sort of an emotional or physical challenge, then it's even more important to find those times when you can get yourself interested in something other than the pain that you're experiencing. Now, it's easy to say that, I get it, and sometimes this takes a little bit of, you got to push yourself a little bit, but it will make all the difference, and you'll get through that difficulty a lot more easily if you allow yourself the opportunity to lighten up, to bring some lightness, just to get outside in nature, right? That's just so easy, and it can change your whole attitude, at least for a moment, right? So I understand we go through challenging times, and don't be alone. Don't be alone. The last thing you want to do when you're feeling icky is to hibernate, is to go in a corner somewhere. Force yourself to pick up the phone and call a friend, talk to somebody, get outside, do something you enjoy, and you will find that you'll get through it much more easily. You can do, and if let's say you have a physical challenge at the moment, like my foot is hurting, so today I'm not really going to be doing too much walking around outside because it needs to heal. But there are so many other things to do. I mean, I never have any trouble figuring out what to do. But, if you have, you can do a crossword puzzle. You can play a game with someone. You can watch old movies on TV. They're always fun. There's just so much. So allow yourself the time. Okay, this is my pep talk. That's why I'm standing up today, because I want you to recognize the importance of being active in your own peace and joy experience. It's you who make that decision. There's a lesson in A Course in Miracles and there's a line in there. It says, "Your thoughts alone cause you pain." Only your thoughts. There's nothing that can disturb your peace of mind except you. So it's up to you to make the decision to have fun. All right? So please do that. I wish you a very joyful and happy rest of today and into the weekend. Go do something that you'll enjoy with other people, and the week ahead until next week. So enjoy. Until then, bye-bye.